Hey guys, it's Deadly Omen here with a non-commentary video. It's more like a my thoughts on video. It's gonna be unedited and there will be a bunch of mess ups and you're gonna hear me say a lot because that's what I say to collect my thoughts. Anyway, this is my thoughts on the user uvulicious. If you haven't heard of him, he's this like new guy in the YouTubes that was commentated on by DJSJ103, and here are my thoughts. Well, like the first thing people criticize him for is his pictures. His pictures are pictures of women's, specifically women's uvulas, the thing in the back of your throat, and he says he has a fetish for that. And yeah, that's kind of weird, kind of odd in my opinion, but come on, look at yourself and tell me you don't have some weird ass fetish or something. But the difference between you and him is he actually says it out loud, which I really don't agree with his tactics, but I can see where he's coming from, I guess. And he actually uses that to see what people think of him. And yeah, whatever. But besides that, if you actually watch his videos and scroll down so you don't have to look at pictures of chicks' uvulas, you'll see that, pretty much, I said it. Pretty much that he actually has some valid points, some of his points on the commentary community saying that we are all the same and we all criticize each other. That's really untrue because a lot of us have variety. But I do agree with some of his points that a lot of us are cannibals and we like to commentate on each other. Some, you know, said it again, and how a lot of us like to jump on bandwagons, and we say that we want to help people with our commentaries, yet we say a lot of gruesome things in our commentaries, and I agree with that. But I do not agree how he says a lot of us are egotistical. I do not see that in any of the commentators I've met. If I do seem egotistical, I'm sorry, because in my opinion, I said opinionception. My opinion and my commentaries really don't matter. There's just my thoughts on what this person's talking about. Oh fuck, this has been 2 minutes already. Anyway, let's get into the brass tacks here. But I really like his opinion in his new video, jokes versus insults, where he compares everyone, criticizing Fluke Dog to one of your friends pretty much going up to you and insulting you to the point where you're ending up crying. Because a lot of us just when we found a weakness in Fluke Dog, we just jumped on that. I seen the video with Stoner Philosophy where they just pretty much destroyed him with calling imaginary people and saying, "Oh, you had sex with him? That's fucked up." And you could hear in the background this Fluke Dog's cry, pretty much to the point of crying. He's screaming and telling them to stop, and that was going a little too far, guys. I respect Stoner Philosophy because he's a funny guy in my opinion, but that was really fucked up. Anyway, uh, I really liked his video. I liked his opinion on how the friends turning on people was a really big issue, because that actually strikes me personally. And this part's gonna get a little personal. You guys could leave now if you don't want to hear kind of a sob story, I guess, because I pretty much said all my points on Fluke Dog already. I'm see, I'm fucking messing up. No, I mean on Uvulicious already. I don't want to say anything about Fluke Dog because there's nothing I can say that people have said already. But yeah, I've said all my points on Uvulicious, so you could leave now. But I'm gonna tell a little story that has to do with some of his points. Alright. When I was in elementary school, I had this friend named Bobby, and yeah, that's one of the most generic kids' names, but that was his name. Me and him were friends. We always used to play Godzilla or something in the playground, and we had fun. We were good friends. We were best buddies. But during middle school, he had to move to maybe two towns away. But there would be this festival that slash flea market. It was really fun, and I'd always visit him there, and we'd always hang out. So that was cool. But sorry. 2 years ago, he actually like went to high school with me, and that was cool because yay, my best friend's back. We could catch up. In the first few like weeks, he was like, "Hey, Damien, what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, Bob." And we always talk about stuff on the way home. But uh, as with most generic stories, he got involved with some people that weren't particularly fond of me. In fact, there's people screaming in the back. Please ignore that. Anyway, so where was I? Um, Sorry, someone's hulking out in the background. It's distracting me. Oh yeah, so he got involved with some people that weren't particularly fond of me. As a matter of fact, they hated my guts for some reason. And so in that, he started like being very negative to me. To the point where like when he came to my lunch table, he'd insult me for some reason. But then I left that lunch table. But a year later, after that, my junior year, he invited me to his lunch table, and I was like, okay, I guess he's changed. He's being nice to me. But over the course, him and his other friends, I guess, insulted me all the time, and I couldn't sit anywhere because, like, where the fuck else would I sit? Everyone else in that lunchroom is full of strangers, and yeah, it was to the point where they insulted me really bad, where I like fell into depression really bad. I wasn't crying or anything. It was just like I like pretty much was depressed as hell. Like I didn't even want to go to school that much, and yeah, but a semester later he left, so I found a new table, and that was a whole different story for But let's just say it was better than his table. And yeah, but after that, I'd see his friends on occasion, and they'd just go up to me and make fun of me for no reason. Hell, like a really like funny yet really sad story is one of the people at his table actually sat next to me in a computer animation class, and we just stared at each other a few times and just like we were really like silent. It was yeah. I'm sorry if you're still watching. This is just stupid personal bullshit, but this is just curly and like how I liked Uvulicious's point on how us turning on Fluke Dog, not that way, you fucking perverts, was equivalent to a best friend turning on you, and I agree with that. Most of his methods I do not agree with, but a lot of his points I do agree with. So that's about it. I'm sorry you had to endure this. New commentary coming soon if I find commentary material, because I'm a lazy bastard. And yeah, this is Deadly Omens signing out. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo.